Now, back to the John Clay Wolf Show.
Man, when I got in here and saw that, I'm looking at Gigi's not in the studio this morning.
Right.
Hey, G.
Hey.
And like the first thing I saw was the screen with your blonde wig.
Vision of loveliness.
With your blonde wig and your cocoa brown skin.
Yes.
The first thing I thought...
That's right. It's the girl from Ipanema.
The first thing I thought was that Bobo was like playing a porno on my monitor.
Oh, my God.
Man, I mean, This is one of our last shows in this studio. We've been here on this studio for 13 years, and I'm just kind of chilling out and taking it all in. We're gonna have to get more serious in a couple weeks. We're gonna shift it over to video and have a live video stream and all this kind of crap.
Live video stream.
Yeah, biggest son of a bitch. Hey, Joe Exotic, you there?
Yeah, I am.
We do this bit called the biggest son of a bitch, and I write some of them, and Bobo writes some of them. And I want you to start writing some of them. Can you do that?
I can for sure do that.
Okay, listen to this, and so you get the gist of it. All right. So we have a format. You know, he does this, he does that, he does that. He's the world's biggest son of a bitch. So go ahead and fire it off, Turley.
He considers paying $300 for a lap dance in the VIP area a considerable contribution to the arts. He doesn't brush his teeth before bed because it's a terrible waste of perfectly good Copenhagen. He can hold his liquor, but he can damn sure hold a lot more if it's on your tab. He is the world's biggest son of a bitch.
Hey man, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, make mine a Natty Light Tall Boy. Yeah, buddy.
I bet you've got some good son of a bitch stereotypes you could come up with. Anything on the top of your head?
Yeah, he specializes in prostituting his wife out to anybody he can for $500 to $1,000. He has a side hobby of scamming little old women out of money in order to build zoos that don't belong. And he loves to pretend that he's Robbie Knievel, and he really used Dan Haggerty. And that would happen to be Jeff Lowe, the world's biggest son of a bitch.
Jeff Lowe, the world's biggest son of a bitch, heard right here on the John Clay Wolf Show by your future president, Joe Exotic, calling in from federal prison, a.k.a. the Tiger King. Good morning, Joe. It's really...
Good morning.
We're getting used to you being part of the program. We might have to get a bobblehead with you and put you in the lineup.
Okay.
Starting to get normal. So what? Tell us about... Go ahead, what?
One thing about it, you got every federal prisoner in America listening to your show.
We get a lot of mail from jail. Did you know that Johnny Cash comes on our show and reads mail from jail? He does. Johnny, come here. Talk to Joe.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. What do you want?
Joe, do you have any questions for Johnny Cash?
That one got me off the top of the head. But hey, ask him, Johnny, how come they won't include me in any of the polls and in the Democrat polls? Are they scared to debate me?
Well, I'll tell you what Mother Maybelle Carter told me about politics. She told me, Johnny, if you know what's good for you, stay the hell out of politics. And I've done pretty well with that so far. I can't tell the difference between a Democrat and a Republican these days. Of course, I haven't been around the actual earth in several years. Are they still wearing suits?
Who?
Politicians.
Yeah, of course.
That's a mark against them right there.
All right. Thank you, Johnny Cash. Hey, Joe, I had a question for you. Hypothetically, because I remember on your show you had some hypotheticals in your internet show. Remember back in the day?
Right.
Hypothetically, if you were going to kill someone and use tigers to do it, how would you do it?
Well, it depends if you're sleeping with them or if they're strangers. Now, if you're sleeping with them, it'd be pretty easy just to hit them in the head with a crowbar while they're asleep and put them in a meat grinder and feed them out. If if they're strangers, you'd have to either just let them walk in a cage, and it's pretty much over. And
If you put perfume on shoes in a tiger cage, the tigers will attack you?
Oh yeah. That's exactly what happened to me in that lion cage when that lion dragged me across the cage. They put cologne on my shoes.
Wow.
Oh, ouch! That sucks.
Yeah.
Who did
This
it?
call is from a federal prison.
Who did it?
Almost got me killed.
Who put the perfume on your shoes?
Well, after it happened and after I got arrested, they bragged about it online that it was one of the employees that was close to Jeff because he had, his name was on my life insurance policy, and he was the one paying the payments. So there's your story.
There's your story. Breaking news right here. So what's been going on in prison this week?
Not much. Just I do interviews every day. I did a real good Fox interview yesterday, and on the 15th of this next month, I'll be on the Steve Colbert Show.
Oh, it's almost as popular as the John Clay Wolf Show, except we have more listeners.
Almost.
We have about a million across the country right now on Saturday mornings.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, it's really.
I need that.
Say S. You can't cuss on the radio. We're live radio. Every time you say any of the 7 curse words, I've got to dump it out. Just FYI.
Okay.
So, and when you're president, you're going to have to learn that because you can't get on the mic and start cussing. What do you think, real quick, about Tucker Carlson getting removed from Fox News?
I don't get to watch a whole lot of TV because of the politics in prison because I'm gay, so I have to listen to everything on the radio. And, most everything you hear on the radio, they've been bitching about transgenders for the last 3 years, so that's about all I get to hear. But, Tucker Carlson, I was on Blaze TV just 2 days ago with Alex Stein, and we talked about that.
I know Alex pretty well.
You never know. You never know who to believe anymore. So I wish Tucker all the best. And I heard Don Lemon got fired too.
Now, are you straight up gay, or do you swing? Do you like gals too?
No, I'm pretty straight up gay.
And did you used to be ambidextrous, hitting on both sides?
I used to back in the day. I used to think I was straight, but that didn't fall.
What turned you gay, Joe Exotic?
What turned me gay?
Did you catch it?
Man,
Did you drink after someone that was gay?
I've been asking myself that for 40 years, but I think I got sucked into it.
We're going to leave you there because that is a good punchline. We will see you next Saturday, okay?
All right, buddy.
Have a good week.
Send nudes.
That's pretty good.
The punchline of the week.
That was the punchline of the week.
From prison.
Right, 800-800-7234. 800-800-radio. Do we have any more biggest son of bitches? Were there 2 or 1?
Actually, I do have an older one here. A throwback. You want to hear?
Fire away. This is Throwback Saturday since we're changing studios.
He only drinks